Recreational marijuana has turned into big business in Colorado. The industry has generated millions of dollars in new tax revenue, but lawmakers are reluctant to rely on it. CBS 4 political specialist Sean Boyd takes a look at how that money is being spent.
Amendment 64 has been described as an experiment.
Colorado's marijuana experiment started with long lines and concern over lack of inventory.
We literally had a 3-hour wait to get into the door, so it was as busy as it ever possibly will be again.
A year later, cannabis has turned into a multi-million-dollar industry. But lawmakers don't know when the experiment is going to end.
Will the next president of the United States, will his or her attorney general allow us to continue to have legal marijuana sales in our state? We don't know.
The uncertainty kept lawmakers from building the new revenue into the general operating budget. Instead, they chose to try to mitigate the impact of legalized marijuana.
We're on track for my expectations of how marijuana legalization, regulation, and taxation.
In the first 11 months, the state has collected $49 million in taxes and licensing fees. $3 million of that went to cover the cost of regulation. The rest is pure profit.
The excise tax has probably been the biggest disappointment so far.
The excise tax was billed as $40 million for school construction. The state collected just $11 million.
There were some peculiarities in the law that have resulted in less excise tax collection.
That money has gone to roof replacement and other repairs at schools across the state. Nearly $35 million has gone to law enforcement, addiction treatment, and education and prevention.
It's critical that we train our law enforcement officers in how we're dealing on this, what I will call new frontier.
This new frontier makes marijuana more prevalent in the community, putting kids at risk.
I was really excited to hear that they were targeting at-risk youth.
At the I Have a Dream Foundation of Boulder County, they plan to use $50,000 for education.
If we can educate them about the consequences of using and how that's going to impact their day-to-day lives and on their future, then I think it's really important that they've used the funds this way.
I think the spending and the use we're making of these dollars is keeping faith with what the voters had in mind when they legalized it to begin with.
This legislative session looked for lawmakers to close loopholes on the excise tax. They've expressed interest in moving more medical marijuana card holders into the retail system. At the Capitol, Sean Boyd, CBS 4 News.